Hello, I'm Jean and I'd like to welcome you to my garden here in Edinburgh. I expect many of you have spent more time in your gardens this year due to the pandemic, and perhaps you've found that your level of expertise doesn't quite match your interest in and love of gardening. This video about trees for your garden is one of several that I'm making to help you increase your knowledge of gardening. Trees really need little explanation. They're taller than shrubs, usually with a single stem, and they can be deciduous or evergreen. So why should you have them in your garden? Well, like shrubs, they give a permanent structure winter and summer. But their special feature is their height, invaluable for privacy, for interest, and for screening things that you don't particularly want to see. However, choosing the right tree for your garden can be deceptively tricky, and it can be a costly mistake to plant trees that are not an appropriate size. What looks really attractive in the garden centre now can become a major headache in a few years' time. The plant label should give you all the information you need, including the tree's projected height in several years' time. There's much information available from nurseries and garden centres, so do make good use of it. Within a species, there'll be varieties that differ in shape, size, and habit. Don't assume that birches, for example, will all be the right size for your garden. I made the mistake of planting a woodland birch tree in my medium-sized garden. Of course, it quite soon outgrew the space, and I had to get it taken down. I replaced it with a birch called Snow Queen with fabulous white stems grown specifically for urban gardens. And to improve the situation even more, it's a multi-stem and therefore grows more slowly than a tree with just a single stem. Just perfect for an urban or suburban garden. Acers or Japanese maples are an excellent choice for any urban garden, being slow-growing and affording vibrant autumn colour. They do prefer a sheltered spot away from wind and will do better in an ericaceous compost. Sorbus or Rowan are deciduous trees that produce wonderfully coloured berries. Depending on the variety, the birds should really enjoy them, and the autumn coloration can be quite spectacular. Prunus, the ornamental cherry or almond, peach or plum, is another tree well sized for an urban garden. They flower abundantly in the spring, and although the flowers don't last for long, they are glorious while they're there. There are several very useful varieties, but one of my favourites is Prunus Amanogawa, or the flagpole cherry. If you were to plant an Amelanchier lamarckii, or snowy Mespilus, not only would you get lovely spring blossom that you can see here, but there are berries and wonderful leaf coloration in autumn, and it stays a very suitable size for the smaller garden. Whilst conifers have the advantage of being evergreen, some can grow very big very quickly, so make sure you choose very carefully. One reliably slow-growing and suitable conifer for a medium-sized garden is Thuja Smaragd or white cedar, and there will be others, but do check the labels. There are occasions when you might want some height in your garden, but you don't have a lot of space. I find that fastigiate trees, those that grow in a narrow columnar shape, will give you the height you want without necessarily taking over the garden. I do hope that this helps you to avoid the pitfalls of choosing an inappropriate tree for your garden. Trees are without doubt a wonderful asset to any garden. I've described a few that I particularly like, but there are many possibilities as long as you choose carefully. Thanks very much for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.